We're at the 4J Annual Awards dinner in Glasgow, and an Athlete of the Year award for Laura Muir. How pleased are you with that accolade, Laura?
Oh, really happy. Yeah, I think it's always very, very special, and I think it's just, yeah, to win it this year against the calibre of the nominees is just crazy, you know, for Josh to be an Olympic medalist and not to win, you know, Athlete of the Year, it's just crazy. And then, yeah, obviously Ailish and Gemma having fantastic years as well. So it's a huge honour as always, and such a strong shortlist this year as well.
Well, I think you've won it. This is the fourth time outright, and last year we had a Performer of the Year award that you shared with Jake Whiteman and Gemma Reekie. But this year, as you say, the competition was so intense. But just in terms of your own year, everyone's going to think about the Olympics. But prior to that, I think I'm right in saying you broke the Scottish 800 record in Monaco. So you were running fast in the 800s as well.
Yeah, I made it a little bit difficult for myself. You know, running really well over the 800 too. It was trying to decide, you know, what's the best event for the Olympics, and we went for 1500 at the end, and I'm really glad we did. But I was so happy to run that time over the 800 because I feel like I had been capable of that sort of performance for a while, and it just needed one race for it all to come together, which it did, and that was my last race before the Olympics. So I couldn't have wished for a better race for my last one for the Olympics.
8 to 10 weeks sort of on from Tokyo and being on that podium, does it feel different now, or has it sunk in more, or how are you reflecting on it?
It's it still feels very odd. I think it's when you've been working so hard for something for so long, and then you finally got it. It still doesn't kind of feel real sometimes, and I look at the medal and it still feels very strange. But yeah, it's great. I think just for all that hard work to have paid off and to have come away with a medal at the biggest championships that there is, considering everything that was going on as well. It's just, yeah, I'm just really, really happy.
But does it fuel you for the following year? Because I know you were out early this morning doing those cross-country reps that you do at this stage of the winter.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I think just getting, I guess, a taste of the medicine, as it were. You know, I've medalled at European champs before, but never on a global stage outdoor. And we have World Championships next year, so I'd love to go win a medal there. And then, Commonwealth Games in that Team Scotland vest. And it's been a while. It's been 8 years since I'd have competed for the Commonwealth Games, with missing in 2018 for my exams. So, I could win my first Commonwealth medal. That would be very, very special too.
Ailish mentioned during the week actually that the sort of Team Scotland aspect is different for Scots. You know, I'm not sure we want to go down that road with other nations, but it does seem that there's a group of you there that sort of want to help each other, want to work for each other, a bit of team spirit. And in fact, I think she said she was sharing with you and Gemma at the Olympics. Is that right? Is there a specials team spirit?
I think so, yeah. I think because, you know, we very rarely get to compete for Team Scotland, and with commies only being every 4 years, and then with having missed the last one as well, you know, it is very, very special. And I think it's it does feel very different for putting on GB Vest, and it's you have your own team of athletes, and a lot of the athletes that I know on the team are Scottish anyway, so it does kind of feel a little bit similar with the number of calibre athletes we have is just fantastic. So it's always very special, and you want to make the most of every opportunity you have.
Just before we finish, a word I'm sure we should have a mention for the Performance Coach of the Year, Andy Young. And if I'm taking this right, 10 years ago this month probably that you arrived in Glasgow for university and went along to Andy Young's group.
Yeah, I think it was September 2011. It would have been Freshers' Week when I was at Glasgow Uni. Just went along just to keep up my running. Really, I always enjoyed it, but just as a hobby. And then I think within a couple of months I got my first GB cap at the European Cross Country Championships. So it's been a long journey. It's for the last 10 years, and ultimately ended in an Olympic silver medal. So I mean, a huge thank you to him. I think it's so hard just to get one athlete to Olympics, but to get two in two different events, and for one to medal, one to come fourth. You know, and one with Gemma running 156 as well is just amazing. So a lot of credit due to him for everything he's done. He's done an amazing job.